American football in front of this fired-up crowd here at London's Wembley Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cam Little after the opening kick. And we are underway in London. Blake Corum now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field. Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Receiver in motion, going left. First carry now for Kyron Williams. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Stay on the ground with Williams. He goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the penalty, third and a yard coming up. Play action now for Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Give him 9
on that play, and it's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Stafford now off the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Brings up second and 10.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Man in motion out of the slot. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. It's Stafford once more. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Throwing to Stafford on third. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on third down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now. Lawrence. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete. You had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. The Rams get 2, and then he's dropped. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's gonna be 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying into the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Rams get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Rams headed back after their 2nd drive now. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps where he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Stafford from the gun. And finds Adams downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
31 yards.
That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Williams now on first and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for
well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Straight ahead with Williams. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On comes Joshua Carty in the Rams field goal unit to try it on fourth down. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan. Another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Looking to throw here to shake off that previous INT. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for second and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Escapes a defender. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over.
31-yard line.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. Lawrence working from the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man,
Cam
got to
Little
find a way to win.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Rams headed out to the field now. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Stafford now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was
10.
hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Ball still on that 34-yard line. 2nd and 10. To throw, Stafford. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Another try following the sack. It is caught left side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Brings up,
you know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. It was there, but
It's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ethan Evans on that a punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lawrence throwing here. He's got Thomas on the slant. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. He tucks it and takes off. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
Gain of 5.
I love that play.
3rd and 1.
That's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Etienne on 3rd down. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback kick, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, And you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Stafford. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. This one gets to the 22. Stopped by Fourier Oluokun.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Brought down behind the line of
Well,
scrimmage.
once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now, Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Stafford back to throw. All the time in the world. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more.
At their own 20-yard line.
And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Lawrence now off the play action. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
On the throwaway.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Lawrence. In the hands of the running back, ETN. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's roughing the passer on one of the cornerbacks. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Action now for Stafford. That's incomplete left side.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch. That yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send the tight end in motion. He's throwing his Stafford on 3rd. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and run. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. He's got a touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Johnny Munt.
Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Intended for
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands,
Defended
you do not want to
by
flirt with
Durant.
as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to the air, Lawrence. Stays in the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbed.
Jacksonville in punt formation.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 28.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw here for Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now they'll face a third and 3.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass. And the receiver, do your job.
Jump off Popeye's back. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Williams on the carry. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Motioning the tight end left. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
It leads to second
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on the previous play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Trying to sneak with Stafford. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
That earlier miss may be factoring into this call. They're going for it here. Going for it, it's Williams. And the defense escapes. And a nice run. The defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on down.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain.
That's good.
And that's a Jaguar first down.
First down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down back
His
at the
goal's pretty clear,
43-yard
Kate.
line.
Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
It's now
Not
3rd
on the
down
same
and
page with his
14.
tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Thrown to the sideline.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Logan
Cook on the punt.
For the Jaguars.
And he's been getting all of it every time out. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Adams put in motion right. Stafford now off the play fake. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Stafford. Oh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip.
The 2nd down.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
3rd and just 2 to go. They take the handoff now, Stafford. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
The Rams are set to punt.
The Jaguars take
Out now
over
runs the
1st and
Jaguars
10
offense.
at their own 20-yard
They struggled to
line.
produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Jukes one defender. He just juked another. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. He's got a short pickup down to the 45. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Johnny Munt.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lawrence throwing here. Oh, he's going to run for it. He is close to that marker, isn't he? But doesn't reach it. So make it an 8-yard gain. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Blitz coming, Lawrence. And on that pressure, gets it done. That's a second and 4 down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Out come the Rams on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Driving in
26-yard line.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 46. The wheel in by Higby. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of
Quarterbacks
7.
will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Stafford now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Trying for it with Stafford. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. That is going to give to ETN. Takes out a one-stop. Towards the sideline inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal because of it. I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Now it's Lawrence. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Rams headed out to the field now. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Adams put in motion right. They put a receiver in motion right. Play action now for Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of
You know I
27
love those
yards.
chunk completions. They're so
good
critical.
for a
Those
Rams
chunk plays, they
first
lead
down.
statistically so often to
First
scoring.
and 10 at the
And then when you get into a
34-yard
tight end
line.
and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. On the handoff, this is Williams. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the
He was
play.
tackled at the 27-yard
Well, that doesn't
line.
net a first down. You get
7-yard
yards like
pickup.
that in the run
Brings
game,
up second
you will
and
take
3.
it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. A lucky call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Walker on the stop.
One of the challenges when you run
Tackled
that
back
jet
at the
sweep is you
30-yard
better
line.
secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Jaguars are able to get this back up to their own 15-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Now again, it's Etienne headed left. Drops on the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at the line
When you
of
rush the
scrimmage.
passer, it's kind of
No
like
gain
tracking
on
down
the
a
play.
runner. That
Brings
same
up
pass,
second
same
and
athleticism
10
comes to life.
at the
He looked pretty
15-yard
good hunting his
line.
prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Intended for
So
De'Ami
many
Brown.
coaches love 3rd downs, and they
Incomplete.
practice them so much,
He was
Kate.
covered
Why?
by
Because they're the
Cameron
money
Kitchen.
down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd
Cook
downs.
on to punt for
They're
the
out now,
Jaguars.
ready to punt it. And he's been one of the players of this game. And he gets it away from his end zone.
The Rams take over
Now
first
LA
and 10
getting its offense all
at their
set to
own
go.
20-yard line.
They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Hand off to Williams. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that
yards
play.
on the play.
And it brings up an
And the
LA first
Rams
down.
First down.
Kate, a run like
First and
that,
10
just
at the
everybody gets to
33-yard
breathe.
line.
Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They motion the tight end over. First down throw here for Stanford. Finds him over the middle. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
Back at the 32.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Stafford on third. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
The Rams are set to punt. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. It's the Rams with a 4th and 2. Here's Evans on for the punt. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Pass
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far.
Incomplete.
It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And 10.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lawrence looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason. Because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Going again. Here's Lawrence. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Dumps it off to his running back. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee.
Offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him.
Still 2nd down.
Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. They send a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. running down the left side. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Rams, nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Corum now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Stafford from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Their punter making his way out now. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. readying for another drive on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Brought in right side. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 3 now. From the 27. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Lawrence working from the gun. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. They motion the slot man right. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Timeout taken by the offense, their second.
A gain of 9.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the Rams' 36-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Quentin Lake on the coverage.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 31, Lawrence to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
One last play before the break. He's back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over.
The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's ETN on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down by
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He keeps it and takes on. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can run with enough for a 1st down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lawrence now off the play action. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Intended for Johnny Munn.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Ball still on that 34-yard line. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for 2.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Stafford. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Intended for Puka.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
The Jaguars take
The
over
Jaguars,
first
then
and 10
running back Travis
at their
Etienne,
own
trotting
20-yard
back out
line.
to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Etienne gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops Mays for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
20-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Now it's a bootleg for him. He's got a man left, and they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll run here following the penalty. Jukes him, and now he's running free. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it was too late, Kate. And when they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, I can't repeat what they were saying down there, but I can promise you none of it was any good.
Now toss it to Etienne. Quite the turnaround these last two plays. Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
12 yards to
Targets
go.
have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They're going to try with Etienne. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pull that in front further. 13-zip. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On his little for the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Corum now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Rams, 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. He finds some space again. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That's another.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line. Let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Play action now for Stafford. That's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Terrence Ferguson. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there. 3rd down. Now Stafford to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. It's a 48-yard look for him.
48-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. But sometimes that plant foot, it just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And it's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. ETN again. He scrapes together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Complete to
You know, Kate,
Travis
that's exactly
Etienne.
what that coverage was meant for.
No gain on
Make
the
the
play.
quarterback throw it
It's
short, go
fourth
up and
down.
rally, and get yourself off the field.
Logan
now
Cook
comes their
on to punt
punter.
for the Jaguars.
Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And this was pylon hunting
The
for a
Rams
moment,
take over
but
first
it's over
and
the goal
10
line and out the side
at
of the
their
end
own
zone for a
20-yard
touchback.
line.
Out come the Rams on offense. And they take the field with nothing to show from their last series, Brock. Gotta imagine they're pretty upset with how it ended.
Yeah, and the only way to flush that feeling, and the good teams do this, is to go down and make sure your kicker is not attempting a field goal, but an extra point on this drive.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go with Williams on the counter. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Back at the 20-yard
These edge
line.
defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Search, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
And out.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Punting
Ethan
unit
Evans
out
in
now.
punt formation
And he's
for
going to
the
effort this from his own goal line. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Complete out to the right. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Running it after the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. An early jump, and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty moves him closer. It's 3rd and 5 now. Lawrence working from the gun. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 4th down.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal.
For the Jaguars,
You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go.
57-yard attempt.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And their lead will remain at 13.
Oh, you feel for kickers in situations like this. The loneliest guy in the building. Sometimes you forget those goalposts. They're only 18 feet 6 inches wide. And this time he might have rushed things a little, and it winds up no good.
The Rams headed out to the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Adams put in motion right. We take the handoff now. Sanford. He's got time here. And he's not going to escape this. The Jets drop him. After one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. The left side taken in by Adams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Stafford now off the play fake. It's caught by Williams. He's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for
Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw.
Incomplete.
And that's going to leave him with a tough
Brings
3rd and
up
long.
3rd down and 10.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That throws ripped away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. Trying to force one through there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Stafford's pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The Rams are set to punt. He's only a handful of yards from his own goal line.
The
Jaguars getting set to go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Who's carrying out is his Bashal Tu'u. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was brought down by Jared
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. I'll go again here with Tu'u. It's a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Lawrence looking to throw. Here's a screen for two. Oh, put him in the spin cycle. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
yards on the play.
That's good.
And that's a Jaguar first down.
First down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He completes it in traffic. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. This is the end of the third quarter. The Jaguars have the football, and they're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our fourth quarter. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. And off to Newton. Juke the defender. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Intended for
trying to find his tight end.
Incomplete.
And that makes it 2nd and long.
Defended by Kobe
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Brings up 3rd down.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, flying around and making the play.
And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Again, it's Tootin. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 40.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches.
First and
that
10
sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Taking on 1st and 10. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. A toss play to Tootin. Along the sideline inside the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Inside give here for Tootin. He made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry?
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting the boost. He busts those tackles.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Here's the first carry for the Prince Allen. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's another.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Motioning him from the slot right. Out of the gun, Lawrence.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Tootin with it. And he won't challenge the goal line. Stop made at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown.
We talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
So Lawrence lining the Jaguars up. They're going for 2.
The Jaguars will line up
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Cam Little to kick
All
off
set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Corum now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now. Pocket isn't holding up. There it is. Drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Another try following the sack. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looks like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lawrence to throw it. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but there's on backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Throwing from near his own goal line. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams on offense. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
Well, there's never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to just loose, incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Allen. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On his Little for the extra point. Fields it, and he's going to run this one back for the end zone.
The 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Jaguars 25, Rams nothing. Cam Little
All
to
set for the
kick
kickoff.
off for the
Little
Jaguars.
with the honors. Whittington now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Rams take over first and
The Rams
10
headed out to the field
at their
now.
own 25
And with this
yard
loss
line.
already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First down throw here for Sanford. Diving right side, got it! It's a 30-yard gain drive, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
And the Rams
You know, Ken, we often
first
talk
down.
about flipping the field in special teams,
First and
right?
10
A
at
kick
the
return, a good
46-yard
punt.
line.
Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Play action now for Stafford. He just throws this one away.
Stafford's pass.
Once that quarterback
Going to
broke
the
the pocket,
sideline
kind of
and
turns
incomplete.
into like a zone read option
Brings
a little
up
bit. Kate,
second
you got a couple
and 10.
choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Now Stafford to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
Could not
Intended
beat the
for
defender
Jacksonville.
there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Brings up third
How
down
many times do
and 10.
defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slipped right through his hands, and now it's fourth down.
You know, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger,
First
I
and
say.
10
You
at the
get this guy in the open
37-yard
field,
line.
and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. He really gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Over 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
First down.
Oh, that's such a good
First
feeling
and
as a
10
quarterback
at the
on an
22-yard
RPO, and you
line.
get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
It's a sweep. He pops pass forward. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play.
14
and that's a Jaguar first down.
That's another.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10.
The ball carrier.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running here with Tootin. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jaguars keep running away with this. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
On his Little for the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Corum now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Now run here with Blake Corum. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Rams hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He finds Adams complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, carried by Corum. Give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Corum, the ball carrier.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They've got a man in motion. 2nd down run by Coro. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like you got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And if they could play at this level every time out, now their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say cheerio from London. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we are underway in London. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
On first down, here's Stafford. Passes back, Kyron Williams. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Intended for
in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Stafford from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for 2-2.
Anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover.
A loss of 9 yards. 3 and out.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through. It's for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
So here comes the
line.
Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft. But that's where the Jags have found themselves. And that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Escapes a defender. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
This is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
13 yards on
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
For a Jaguars.
Move the chains!
First down.
Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Hands into the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go play action. Lawrence. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. long.
Makes it third down.
That's a throw at this
12
level.
yards
So
to go.
much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And the gun again to Etienne. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And things look tougher now with third and long.
And 11.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He's running for it. And a nice gain here, but it stops short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Little knocks it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Blake Corum now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. They pick the handoff now. Stafford. In left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Complete to Tyler.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
29-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the gut they go with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He was taken down
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. That's a throw here, Stafford. Oh, man, that's Nakua. And good tackle, but a flag is down,
Personal
likely
foul.
against the
Roughing
defense.
passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Complete to Tutu Atwell. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. Completes, it's Atwell. And they hold him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
A gain of 10
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Give to Williams from the gun. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front.
No gain on
1 second sooner,
brings up
they got a
2nd
tackle
and
behind
10
the line, but a stop
at the
to celebrate
21-yard
nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Stafford back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Working inside the red zone. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go ahead 6-3 in the first. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
Jaguars 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard
I think that was a
line.
throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this third down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got Thomas on a slant. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You know, on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Stafford now on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler
Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a given. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
Ethan Evans on that a punt.
The Jaguars take
Jacksonville
over
heading out there on offense
at their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Finds the in route complete. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
In the hands of his running back, Etienne. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. The Rams bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th
A
down.
loss of 6 yards.
Those defenses
And it's
spend all
4th
week trying to
down.
find that numbers advantage. How can I get a guy free? Or how do I get my best rusher in a one-on-one to beat him and get home and get that sack? That was study put into action for the SACK.
Logan Cook on to punt.
For the Jaguars.
And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's him on the quick hitter. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Complete.
Can I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks,
at the
out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
On 2nd down, running with Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. He's going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Walker on the stop.
Hey, these DNs love to get
Brought
after the
down
quarterback,
back at
but
the
the most
24-yard
well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Stafford from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Intended for number
Okay, you know I
19.
talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs
Jordan
and the
Lewis
plan you
on
got to
the coverage.
have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Ethan Evans.
Ethan
in
Evans
punt
back out
formation
there. They're
for
going to
the
punt it
Rams.
away again. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags.
The Jaguars
The
take
Jacksonville
over 1st and
offense back
10
on the field now.
at their own 20-yard
And they'll try for
line.
better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. The play action, it's Lawrence. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Complete to De'Ami
Well, if they were
Brown.
concerned about losing
It's a
yards,
loss of a
running it on
yard.
1st down,
Brings up
it just
2nd
happened
and
anyway.
11
Not many
at the
passes end in a
19-yard
loss.
line.
Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Lawrence's pass.
It was there,
intended for
just couldn't
Johnny
corral
Bunt.
it. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
I think
and
everybody
11.
on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
3rd and long for him here. He lost it deep left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball.
Intended for
Incomplete.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They'll send Logan
on the
Cook
punt
out again for the punt.
Jaguars.
Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams on offense. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Short pass brought in. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Tyler Higbee.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Stafford from the gun, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
10 yards.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now, see, he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. More coming up after this quick break. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Deep on the line. Oh, the ball is out. The Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
3rd and long now for Stafford. Cut out left. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Ethan Evans on now to boot this one away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Watch the line, watch the bull, check the bull.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Travis
Looking for his back, Travis Etienne there.
Incomplete.
And now they're going to face third down.
Brings up third down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Hey, I got him, man, I got him.
Throwing his Lawrence on third down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
For the Jaguars.
Logan Cook on for this punt. The Rams headed out to the field now. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Stafford. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Here's Evans on for the punt. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Here's Etienne on 1st down. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.